bójú wolẹ̀ kó o ṣàánú. Báwo ni Sáyọ́nì ṣe rí? Ìlú mímọ́ tí àwọn àyànfẹ́ ti ń pàdé. Ó bani nínú jẹ́. Omi márà lèyí Olúwa, bá wa sọ di dídùn.
Omi márà lèyí o, omi márà lèyí o. Bàbá, omi márà lèyí o, bàbá o. Ó á lè dùn, ó á lè dùn láìsí ọ Jèhófà o. Sọ di dídùn, sọ di dídùn já Jèhófà o ẹ̀bẹ̀. Alákòóso, alákòóso ti gbìyànjú wọn kò lè ṣe. Alátúnṣe, alátúnṣe ṣàpá púpọ̀ apá wọn ká. Omi máa lè jẹ́, omi máa lè yó. Sọ di dídùn, sọ di dídùn já Jèhófà o ẹ̀bẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. 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 Àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra yín. Àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra. Alágídí ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra yín o. Alágídí ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra. Òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè. Òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè yóò rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. Wọlé ló béèrè, ó ní níbo ni ìgbéraga gbà wọ Sáyọ́nì? Ta ni ó mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ promotion ló gbé kọ̀ǹténà ìgbéraga wọ Sáyọ́nì? A lè bí ìgbéraga ká gbé fún Ọlọ́run tán. Ọlọ́run á lè gbà kí ìgbéraga gbé ọ̀dọ̀ òun. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe. Kéde la Síónì jà, kìlọ̀ fún àwọn alágídí Síónì pé ọjọ́ kan súnmọ́lé. Bíbélì ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run nínú ìwé òwe orí 11 ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ 2 kí ló sọ ní ti àwọn agbéraga? Ó ní bí ìgbéraga bá dé nígbà náà ni ìtìjú dé. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe. Ó dáa, kí ni Bíbélì ilẹ̀ wa sọ nínú ìwé àwọn àgbà?
All right. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on the part of the world where you are. I send my greetings in the name of the Lord. And I want to especially appreciate your support, your activity on our platforms, your contributions, your comments, your likes, your shares. Okay, they play major roles. Okay, even when some of the comments are not just what are friendly, we don't get you bad. We had never banned anybody on this page because we are not tyrants. We are not mafias. So we want to give room for everybody to freely express how they feel. And as you do so, you do it with honor, dignity, respect for the other person or any subject of concern to you. So again, I want to welcome you in today's edition on the Ajigbade television show. We will be talking about, going straight to the point, we'll be talking about, as you can see the topics there, or the topic, it says 6 top disturbing incidences linked to Akinrutan, the Olugbo of Igbo. These are alleged incidences. If these things are not true, we are expecting that by the virtue of the caliber of his person and personality in the society, he will take to the media to clarify issues and to clear the air over any topic raised on this platform or in any of our platforms in form of a show like this or in form of an article. So that is just it. So again, you're welcome. The first disturbing incidents that we will talk about today, that by our investigations have itself linking to the Olugbo of Igbo, Oba Frederick Akinrutan. Number one, we talked about it in our last show, is about the demolition of the church building in ABE-UGBONLA. To date, we haven't heard anything, whether official or unofficial, about what led to the demolition of this building. The Bale that was put in ABE-UGBONLA, appointed by the Olugbo of Igbo, Mr. Jimosu Zacchaeus, the man here, has, during our investigation, we confirmed that he said he was working on instructions. He was working on instructions. Absolutely. That sounds believable, because when you, in any system where good leadership operates, good or bad, but at least we have relativity, we have relationships, we have flow of information, power, authority in any system where we have a leadership setup. Someone will have to receive instruction probably from the biggest boss, and the next one like that. There is nothing that can verify or that is strong enough, or any form of authority that this young man has to take this awesome decision, terrible decision. There's nothing linking to it. There is no authority from anywhere vested on him to go this far. As such, it sounds believable that truly, since he was appointed to this office, let me say imposed, because you see, where we have good leadership, the people of the community are fully carried along and they embrace it. Even when we have a few who may not totally embrace a kind of leadership, you understand. For example, while Baba Lene was alive right there in Ebola, there were some families that were totally against Baba Lene, and they weren't hiding, their reactions against him and authority. They weren't even going to church. Yet this man was meek enough not to banish them from his community and the community of his church people and the community of his children, both spiritual and his biological children. He lived with them, hoping, I believe, that one day they will have a change of heart. But unfortunately, some of them, till date, they are still fighting, even behind the back of this man, what he left behind. So, a kind of, it's possible that we have in a society where everybody does not give their full support to the leadership of the day. However, it shouldn't be the majority. When we have the majority countering the operation of a leadership in a community, then something is fishy. Something is definitely not right. So this is a man in ABE-UGBONLA who has been, making decisions the way he likes, vetoing authority. Now, who was the power or authority behind the decision to demolish the only church in that small community? And this has been linked to Kabiyesi, the Olugbo of Igbo, Oba Frederick Akinrutan. But this is again alleged. If this is not true, I am hoping that this man, that the Oba will take to the media or write an official letter to the required authority or family or community to say, no, I didn't give this man this authority. If not, his names are being dragged in the mud, and we are really going to push this thing very far. I'm giving my promise by God's grace. I'm giving my promise. We are really going to drag this very far. Whosoever gave the instruction to this man, whosoever gave the instruction to, whosoever gave the instruction for the demolition of this legacy, an epitome of hard work, spirituality, faithfulness, exploits. Whosoever did is an enemy of God, is an enemy of the Zion Church worldwide, is an enemy of our late father, Baba Lene. He's an enemy of the community, he's an enemy of Ilaje people, he's an enemy of Nigeria, enemy of anything good. We want to know who did this. We want to know who did this. And apart from knowing who did this building will have to be re-erected. Ilé ọba tó jó ẹwà lóbùsí. By the time you reconstruct a vandalized or a burnt palace, of course, we are expecting that it should be better. This is what we are expecting. If not, we'll keep pushing this. We've started receiving messages for us to stop this, for us to come for amicable discussions. Things have happened. It's not now people should begin to send messages for amicable discussions. This, we do not have all the right. As the people of the community and the entire nation of Nigeria and even abroad, they will have to be fully carried along in one way or the other. Probably my grandfather, your grandfather, your father contributed to the construction of this building, and just a day, a single man decided to pull it down. That is tyrant. It is evil. When we are saying, since Baba Lene left, things are no longer the same. Look, let's call a spade a spade. What are the things that are no longer the same? These are the things we are pointing out one after the other. And by pointing out the problem, we begin to suggest solutions. This is a problem. And let me say this, in addition to this demolition. 3, 4 to 5 years ago, it was also proposed that the building, the church building in UGBONLA, the Zion Church headquarters, it was proposed to be demolished also. And this was also linked to Kabiyesi, Olugbo of Igbo, Oba Akinrutan. Sir, again, I believe you will still see this video. If you aren't involved, take to the media. You see, we have a lot of bloggers who are writing a lot of things. And our investigations show that they are all linked to you, sir. If you aren't involved, you really need to clear your names, because it's really going to get messy. Very, very messy. And I know you a little bit while I was a child, that probably you do not like this kind of fame, a fame that defames or defames. All right, as such, it is important you clear yourself, or else, till date, till now, till the Olugbon Oba Frederick Akinrutan comes up to address the public to say, no, I was actually never involved in any of these things, we will hold on to it, that because these people said you were linked, that they are working on instructions. Bloggers that were writing things online, you know, destroying the image of Baba Lene, that our great leader and father. Okay, we are coming to that. Remember, we are talking about 6 top disturbing incidences. This is 6 among so many others. In our next show, we'll continue from there. So it was also proposed about 3, 4, 5 years ago that the building of, let me use this, this may cover our faces. Yeah, this building this is the UGBONLA headquarters. This is the church in UGBONLA, and is the only church. It was also proposed that this building was to be brought down 3, 4, 5 years ago. Until some elders said, no. They won't allow that. Wonderful, good-hearted people like Kibasope and co. They said, no. We don't do things this way. If truly these people giving instructions for demolitions are not for destructions, before you pull down the only building, it's like you are under, you have just a house where you are resident with your family, and you are blessed with money to have another building, and you just pull that one down, then you put all your loads under the sun and rain. Does it not sound foolish? So the intention behind all these actions are clearly destructive. And this is why we are taking to the public. We have not even started. We are going to blow this large and big. There are a lot of oppressions people have gone through because there was no one to speak on their behalf. Some of them, unfortunately, did not survive to see what we are doing today. And this still makes my heart to bleed. So this was linked. It was, if you have good intention, choose another place in the town or in the community. Start erecting the new one. Start erecting the new one. Finish it before you can pull that one down. There was no plan, no official notification. And you see, this man who was saying in the video I showed you in the last episode of the show, that took the police officers who were there, that took them to his apartment where he was having the new fellowship. This man is not the pastor. Ese olórí ìjọ Abe, ese olórí ìjọ. I have gotten in touch with the olórí ìjọ. Very soon, I'll be coming up with some details from him. The man was oppressed, an anointed man of God, by leaders who don't have respect or regard for God or for men or authority. When you start doing things like lefe birego, you are heading towards destructions. Obviously, the Bible says, "Abanije ti a kò bàjẹ́, ọjọ́ tí ó bá dẹ́kun láti banije, ọjọ́ yẹn gan la ó bàjẹ́." It's the most pathetic scriptures. It is well. So, there was no proper plan whether another building was to be put in place, and this is what we have today. And that is our number one disturbing incident. And this has been linked to Oba Akinrutan. And now, let me talk to you, Mr. Ajimosu. Demi Fokini eni laje. Ati lokotu ni last week, abi, based on my investigation. Where ripe, so ti ri bi o ba ni ona emi tire eyin je ka se ise ibi. Bon ba ri pe àṣírí ti fẹ́ tú, orúkọ wọn ti fẹ́ bàjẹ́, ara withdraw. Ori un se ni court. Was your lawyer there? Lawyer re wa. So tiri e imagine say one family, one bi, one oma. Pada withdraw la toju family re ma pa anybody e kuma. Besi bare ihun ya bere yi ihun yi wo fun are ti towo ni yi a le. It will be bad. It will be tough. It will be very, very tough. As serious buwe ba pada. Yeah, there's so ihun ṣẹlẹ̀ nípa building jale bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ka reconstruct re. Wo dá dúró, wo wa help. O ebo ti mi wo le báyìí wo le lọ́jọ́ yẹn. It was àná rẹ̀ tó ṣe mí. Àná rẹ̀ tó ṣe mí. Wo bo ti ra. Àgbọ̀n ere you were just dangling in the air. We ran right, we ran left, we ran okay, we ran inside. Ibo àwọn oníṣẹ́ ibi ṣe ra re. Are you getting it? Àfi bí wọ́n fún ààrẹ bó bá jẹ́, you see, when they cooperate pẹ̀lú ọ̀nà yìí record rẹ̀ wà okay. Jíwọ̀ fún ààrẹ já sọ pé wọ́n wà okay. Mo tó fẹ́ sọ again. Church building yìí wo la fọ́, wo give reason ni video àti rí ìgbà náà wọ́ mi. Wojú torí à ń fẹ́ tukọ́ lẹ́sí àáyẹn. Who are the àfẹ́tukọ́? Who are those people? Àfẹ́tukọ́ lèyí. Wo dẹ̀ ti by investigation wojú wo receive instruction from above. Above yẹn the only above that you have. Orese Ọba Akinrutan. So bobo bá bí any other above bó bá tó ga jẹ́jí àmà. So bó bá dẹ̀ mi parọ́ má kábíyèsí Olúgbà Òfìgbò jẹ́jí àmà. Ṣùgbọ́n o ọ̀nà yìí fún instruction therefore kíní àbí wọn can decide therefore wo mi lọ ẹ̀ngà. I promise you. Bobano can decide. You are going to face the law. You are going to face the law for destabilizing the peace of a peaceful people. Who gave you the right? Who gave you the right? So this will be our first case today. So now, if we have linked the demolition of the ABE church also to the intention to also demolish the UGBONLA church, also link it to Oba Frederick Akinrutan. Sir, Daddy, gangan. Please explain. Just talk to me. Talk to me. What's happening? If this is true, what is happening? Bare babaline sir. Bare babaline. What is happening? Kiri, what is happening that we want to pull down everything the old man built? This is a root of activity that is pitiable because of the outcome. A son, nemesis is around the corner. All right, so let's go to the next disturbing. Let me see, are we guys connected and making comments? Oh, I didn't know that. I was so engrossed in what I was talking about. Let me see if I need to react to anything that you are talking about. Can I call with my WhatsApp number? Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you have the number? Let me put up the number there, please. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me put the number on WhatsApp that you may be able to call. Just a moment, please. Please, if you are connected and you haven't liked our page or shared this video, can you please do us a favor? You may not be in this studio to talk. You may not be anywhere to write an article to support the people, to uphold our legacy and the work of our fathers. One of the ways you can actually contribute your quota is to let more people, create more awareness everywhere. Let people be on guard. People are exposed to danger and the likes, but you know, so let them take caution, let them take cover where necessary. Because all these evil people, what they are doing is scary. And we don't want to, we can't afford to lose more people. We have lost. We're coming up with stuff. We have lost a lot of people, okay? We don't want to lose anymore. So I have just pasted this, and I have pinned it. If you want to make a contribution, feel free to do so. If you're calling from Nigeria or any part of the world, in order to save your call credit, you can just please use WhatsApp. If you're calling from the US and the environs, you may decide to make a direct phone call. That will be okay, once it's okay by you. Those of us on YouTube, I trust you're enjoying yourself. On YouTube, I'm trying to, oh, did I activate the chat? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think this is fine. All right, so if you are on YouTube, please, you should be able to also call in, or, you know, so I want to paste the number so that you see that. There you go. Let it be WhatsApp, please. Let it be WhatsApp, unless you just want to call it that. So that's it. It's there already, so feel free to call and bless you. Let's go on to our next. Yes, let me see. Let me react to the comments. Okay. Mr. Oluwagbemi Gajulo Okoro. Sorry, sir. Yeah, you can have the number. Stephen Ejalistic Irinyemi, you're saying, why not broadcast in Ilaje language? You know, why we may not be able to stream in Ilaje language is because the awareness is not just for Ilaje people, it's for the whole world. So the one I know I'll be able to present in Ilaje, I will do that. But the idea behind all this is let the whole world know. And then they see everybody Ilaje. So our viewers who are not Ilajes, occasionally I'll chip in Ilaje to express how I feel and how the people feel. I will express things on their behalf. And there are some of the people like Mr. Ajimosu. Mr. Ajimosu might not flow too well with some of the languages we are using here. I guess preferably, he may prefer that we speak in Ilaje. So I just wanted to address him at times, you know, and speak in Ilaje. All right, so another reaction. I'm trying to react to your comments. Mr. Yinka Leke says the broadcast can't be in Ilaje. The West, I mean US, UK, etc., need to know what is going on in Ilaje. The Olubo is an international figure. Absolutely correct. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the Olubo is not. The Olubo is not a local man. Yeah, he's not a local man. So, and as such, we need to address things with international language. Primarily, all the points we're raising here, just like you could see, link to him. Okay? So, apart from addressing him, apart from addressing the people who alleged him, who mentioned him in the evils some of them have done, the ones that have even led to the death of people, were coming up with stuff. A lot. We were come. All right. Also, this is coming from Prince Ayo-Ola. This is uncalled for. How could you call yourself a child of God and be involving yourself in this mess? And besides, what did he use to demolish the church building? Stop deceiving people. All right. So it is unfortunate that even when people see, they still don't want to believe. And let me use this avenue to address everyone who is privileged to see me, see this video. It is natural that when you benefit from a leadership, it is natural that to speak about the evil of the leadership is almost impossible unless you stop the flow of the benefit you get from such leadership. And this is the reason why you see people who blindly support the evil that is obvious to the public. I have just shown you, Prince Ayola, the building that was put down. I have showed you a video in the previous show where the man said the reason why he brought it down was to reconstruct it. Your comment is telling us that the man did not do it. K4 building, or what? Open your mind, brother. Open your mind. Stop it. When you have nothing to say, please don't talk. There are people who are parents that are crying in their closet, that you are well-to-do, you are comfortable, doesn't mean you should backlash on the poor, the masses. I'm representing the poor and the masses, people that Baba Lene represented till he died. How many of Baba Lene's children did you see in high position in the Zion Church worldwide before he died? For you to know that he lived for the masses, for the people. Stop it, sir. Stop it. You don't have to see this video. You don't have to. And I don't mind to be taken to court. I told you these are alleged cases, and I have evidences of people saying, we didn't just do this. We received instructions from above. So what are you talking about? All right. Another comment from Omo Better. Sorry, I don't know. Omo Better is saying, Baba Lene, your anointed grace will uphold your legacy. Amen. We really need to pray. We really need to pray. Okay? The same Omo says, I wonder how they will want us to associate with our hometown when they have all this happening. It is sad, sweetheart. It is sad. But you know what? Everything is going to be okay. Okay? Someday, anywhere you are in any part of the world, you will feel proud and safe to come home and see your hometown. That is exactly what we are working towards. We need your cooperation, everybody. Let's build a community that is safe for our aged parents. Most of us, being our parents, we take them to our hometown, where they mingle with other people of their age, and you know, they eat organic food or berugbo. They go to church, they walk down to church, they don't have to take a vehicle, so which is a part of exercise to keep their body fit. You know, they live well till they die. But we don't want tyrants to destroy this heritage. We want to look back and say, I was born there. That's what we are working towards. If we are all quiet, the enemy will take over, and we will just be lamenting from afar. We don't want to do that. Let's come together and let's build back our society. And may God himself give us the grace and enablement to accomplish this vision, to banish the bastards who are destroying lives and property, and to erect the fear of God, righteousness, the glory of God again. And may the name of the Lord be glorified. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so let's see where that call is coming from. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for...
Good afternoon. This is Mike.
Okay, are you...
I'm on the program, so I'm watching.
Oh, bless you. Thank you for calling. Where are you calling from, please? Hello?
I'm calling from Malaysia.
All right, you're calling from Malaysia.
I'm calling from Malaysia.
All right. Go on, make your contribution, brother. Thank you for calling.
Okay, what I want to say about this issue that is going on.
Okay.
For me, like my comment, it's a disgrace to we the largest.
It is.
To we the largest, the children of largest, it's a big disgrace. And I feel very bad that what Baba Lene has done and his reputation in Nigeria and everything, you can see people like the Olugo can still come and go against what he's doing. He don't even support the church, nothing. Even Ayetoro himself, he doesn't support them. They keep embezzling money, doing rubbish. His son is in House of Assembly in Ondo State. They keep doing rubbish. Shit is stealing, thieves. They are stealing the oil in that state, in that hometown. They are doing nothing. And we still can see people who support them, still talk about them. Olugo is this, Olugo. For me, I don't count him as a king. A king, Oba, you Jiluroju, Uruko Aranita.
Aga forever. Forever.
Ọba ide tó jẹyẹ kó tó ṣe burúkú nílẹ̀ náà àtọ́ gbórúkọ rẹ̀ wọ́n tọ́ ra níta. So ní bàbá ẹ̀dẹ̀ ká understand pé ilé ayé yìí òun lè gbé lọ ìjọ kan wà fi dìde rẹ̀ lẹ́nu dídé òun yóò kó jọ èyí wò fìlú kó jọ àti ìwò fi kíní kó jọ dídé wà fi lẹ̀ ní. Bá mi ṣe election ní Ondo State lásán nílẹ̀ lajẹ́ àkàkó bọ́n káàkiri. Ìbọn àkàkó káàkiri kárí àwọn yẹn Ayétoro rà lọ́ndà ògbò. Ayétoro wà lọ́ndà wọn ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láyétoro nothing tó ṣe tó bá di election ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa gbé vote lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa lọ máa deceive àwọn èèyàn Ayétoro ni omi fẹ́ ṣe kí ni wọ́n wá ní kó máa contribute owó fún ẹ owó òṣìwọ́ ní kó máa contribute ọba tó ní wọ́n ní richest king ní Africa you call yourself the richest king in Nigeria you cannot help your people what kind of king are you what kind of money do you have your money is useless if you cannot help your people with your money is useless only politicians nìkan náà fún wọn ṣe kí ni fún irú ọba wo nìyẹn. For me, I'm sorry to say, he is not a good king. And we should go straight to the point. We should let him know. That man, I would have people. I would have the normal. I only Mali sort of. But why you have it? I can't for. I can't so tell what it is. Job I am what am I saying? One my because when I joke, one of I in the Lord. That will legacy you can feel on. That will what I have on my. Adé the Bombe, come out Harry Lo Ayetoro. Did you have any photo? We see problem with Ayetoro in Aroma in it. Oh, my gosh, you're doing Ayetoro. I say you're doing that. About Fred Dibbe. Ayetoro, you will and you don't meet it, they don't meet it everywhere. Ayetoro gets on the SC, it's on the Kinora. I bet on the Aura.
Bet. Be Ayetoro, they are on Dari. It's a La Jamora.
Yes, no, can we try this on the pay? The local government this thing, Ayetoro alone down. Ayetoro alone is a community, is under Ugo. It's under Ugo. Ayetoro alone down. So, about the charity for one, apart from paying like jet anyone, apart from paying like jet, so about the charity, Ayetoro. And you got to enjoy Lene, to buy the way you don't go on your lawn. Somebody enjoy about one enjoy you. And because now, because you see more history one. Ṣé o kò sí ọtí ọmọ ọmọ ṣe lé ọba Adébánjọ kúrò lórí ìyè tó fi bọ́ síbẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ pa pé àwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ọ̀dẹ̀ tó ọmọ ìsìn wọn ẹ́ tó bá ń ṣàwọn Ayétoro nǹkan tí làjẹ́ dì tá à ń ṣe kí ní lè ṣàmà lè ṣe àwọn ọ̀nì tí lé wa kúrò ńlẹ̀ yẹn ni kò yẹ káyétoro máa jẹ ìyà tó ń jẹ nísìnyí ẹ tí wàá dìde ẹ tí lọ máa wó church ilé Ọlọ́run ẹ bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ẹ tí lọ máa wó church àtọ́ ní àyà jẹ́ ẹ̀ tó gbóhùn àti títí àtọ́fẹ́ la wo ìwó church bàbá lè nẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àfẹ́ la wo ẹ̀ sàjẹ́rìí yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ sì kò mú ẹ̀rá níbẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sì kò mú ẹ̀rá níbẹ̀ agbọ́dọ̀ ká sọ́kàn àwọn ojú báyìí àwọn ẹ̀yà náà lè má lè sọ because bá a ti sọ ó apara ẹ̀ sì pé ẹ̀ di kíní ká ẹ̀ argument bẹ̀ apara ni agbébọn àti Áfíríkà lé wọn káàkiri àtàdé wọn mi ṣe ń ọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọlé ó agbébọn àti kálí àwọn káàkiri ni àmà.
All right. Thank you for calling, Mike. Please stay safe. God bless you, brother. Love you. And bye. All right. We just got our first caller from Malaysia, who happened to be one of our brothers, an Elijah man, who is not that because he's abroad, he has turned his back against his people. No. He is still very much concerned about what is going on in his town. So thank you so much for calling. Let's go straight to the next point today. The disturbing issues. Again, few years ago, after the demise of Baba Lene, we heard about a man called ABE-UGBONLA. Ibaolu apoya ngarin asilaje. Ṣùgbọ́n ara nga yi dúró ti iṣẹ́ rere Baba Lene ṣe. tó gba bàbá Lene lọ. So Iba-Olu happened to have his house on Lene's street right there in Ugbonla. We suddenly observed that Iba-Olu was sent out of his house. The house was demolished, and the tomb of the parents of Oba Frederick Akinrutan was erected in that same plot of land. Again, I'm going to repeat myself. This is number 2 incident that is linking to Oba Akinrutan. And supporters that don't have details, keep commenting, but be careful so that you don't share, you don't get a spillover of the nemesis that will come upon every blood shedder. Be very careful. Iba-Olu was sent out of his house. The house was forcefully taken, demolished, and on that plot of land, the graveyard or the tomb of the parents of Oba Frederick Akinrutan, the Olugbo of Igbo, was erected in that place. The man went traumatized, depressed. In fact, he didn't survive. He didn't survive. Now, Ugbonla, when Baba Lene built Ugbonla, he opened his arm to bring in people from other tribes, not just Elijah. Apoi, Ijo, Irobo, Delta, all over. Babaduro Jaye, that was celebrated as a major icon last week, Babaduro Jaye is Somala. Are you getting it? So Baba Lene open Hamure to accept people from all over. And Iba-Olu was one of the people who left his heritage, his own hometown, as an Apoi man. And he followed the God that called Baba Lene to Ugbonla. And he lived all his life, had his children, everything right from there. Now, the man at his old age was supposed to just peacefully die. His house was forcefully taken away from him, and it was used to build the tomb of the parents of Oba Frederick Akinrutan. And this is an addition to this story. Oba Akinrutan's dad died before his mom. Okay? And he has 2 tombs in that particular building or tomb system on that man's land. We were told that, probably he extracted the remains of his dad from Igbo, and he brought them to Ugbonla. The disturbing thing in this story is that his parents weren't a member of the community nor a member of the church. The land Ugbonla and the Zion Church was built for the Zion people. They are not hostile to foreigners, to outsiders. People can come worship God, trade, and you go back. But these people never lived to be a part of the community or a part of the church. You brought them because of the position you occupy, sir. Agba, Ile, someone who has lived all his life. There will be nothing again he will leave for his children, if not for that building. The building was brought down and they erected the tomb of the parents of Oba Akinrutan. We need explanation for this. We got in touch with Olu, Mr. Olu, his first son. It is sad. They've chased this family out of Ugbonla. I don't know if he still has any of his children right there. Even though if there will be any of his children right there, where would they stay? There was no other building. Why that particular location? This was not a distress house. It was a resident house. It is disturbing. It is unbelievable. This is a bloodshed in disguise. Every old, aged person prays to die peacefully. Ọlọ́run má mà jẹ́ a rí ìpọ́njú at our old age. Sir, Ibaolu's house, your parents' tomb. Baba Lene will never allow this. Why, you could have erected a massive tomb, beautiful, in Igbo. Igbo, now you brought them to UGBONLA. It was a conspicuous location on Lene Street. I don't know what is going on, sir. Sir, we are saying this is wrong. We are saying this is evil. We are saying you need to address this matter. I remember that year that during the late Governor Agagu, I remember there was a commission or a committee set up to look into matters, and this particular matter was raised. Sir, I remember you said you gave Mobolorun Duro Lene, I remember you said you gave him money to compensate the family. And he outrightly denied that nothing, there was nothing like that. If money was given to the family, Mr. Olu will talk to us. If money was given to the, what is this? What is this? This is heartbreaking. That is number 2 incident. Link it to you that has led to the death of someone. You see, some people, when they die, they don't just die physically, they could die emotionally. When they look back to see what they have worked for all their lives, being demolished within hours, it is death in disguise. Our people are being oppressed. We don't want that no more. We don't want that no more. If I have the authority to make a decision as far as UGBONLA is concerned, that tomb will be evacuated with immediate alacrity. It is evil to destroy someone in order to... Your parents were dead. It is evil. It is evil, sir. It is evil. Whether they were compensated or not, there are lands all over that are still empty till date. Igbo, why even UGBONLA? What is the intention, sir? We still have a lot to talk about. Disturbing things. We can no more cover this up. We want to blow it for the whole world to see it. And people should stop sending messages to us for amicable discussion. We are not trying to defame the Oba. We want him to address matters. When death, destructions, chaos are linked to the leaders in the society, tell me, what you're saying, how to come together to talk about how to collect money and be quiet and all this. No. We have to address this. This is one of the things that has happened linking to the Oba of Igbo, the Olugbo of Igbo, Oba Frederick Akinrutan. The land seized from a loyal old man who lived. He didn't enter UGBONLA as old man. He entered UGBONLA as a young man who lived to help support the construction of what we have as UGBONLA today, and look at the way he was compensated. I want the whole world to know that Baba Lene has nothing to do with what happened to Ibaolu. It was solely masterminded by the Olugbo of Igbo. Because if we go to that house today, we have the tomb of his parents on that same spot. It says, I hope there's nobody that is making comment to say irony. You see, is there anybody? Is there anybody talking that wants to say this? You need to visit, you need to go to UGBONLA and see the tomb of Akinrutan on the land of Ibaolu. Imagine, even that, the symbol is a symbol of, that symbol is serious. I don't know what to call it. To remove those who are alive and to replace them with those who are dead is disturbing. The federal government of Nigeria must hear about this. And there are a lot that have gone under, thrown under the carpet that you don't know about. I'm just bringing them one by one. When I see them responding, first of all, you see, I will talk about what I expect from Akinrutan and probably his people. After talking about our observation, we are not just talking from picking things here and there. We are talking about well-investigated issues with evidences lying all over the place. Okay? That is the second case. Lene to... Yeah, I see Mr. Yinka Leke saying, hello, Ajigbade Lene television. What is Amnesty International doing about this oppression? That is why we are creating this awareness. Those who talk when it's time to share money or it's time to show that they are this, they are that, and keep quiet when the people are oppressed, they are all evil. They are all evil. We are preparing to circulate official letters to respective parastatals, government agency, organizations, local and global organizations, NGOs, for them to be aware of all the oppressions going on. We haven't started yet, but we are waiting for the response of about Frederick Akinrutan to talk about these issues. To talk about these issues, and this must not continue. That land where Ibaolu was killed with that kind of evil gesture, thrown at him suddenly, belongs to Baba Lene. Nobody has the right to come there and veto things to the level of shedding blood of his people, the people he lived for. That is evil before God, evil before men. And again, for those of you that support everything you see, simply because you are either ignorant, you don't have details, or probably you are as evil as well. You better be careful, especially if you have kids. Especially if your generation won't be the last generation. Are you getting it? You better be very, very careful. Okay? So do me a favor, if you are on Facebook, please, I need you to press more of the love and like button or response or reactions. That can help our video to also go far. Okay? The reactions, love, share. Okay? So press more of that. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We have talked about two things. Let's go to the next one. It's the case of this innocent woman. Innocent woman. We came across the article that was being distributed online by bloggers and by social media warriors about Baba Lene, his family, his children, about the Zion Church, etc. Let me address that matter. I will just touch a percentage of it because it's deeper than spending just a few minutes to talk about it. We are going to continue this show next time, okay? So anywhere we stop today, please, I will also still share when we will be coming up to continue from anywhere we stop today. This innocent woman is called Iye, popularly known as Iye Abu. This is one of Baba Lene's beautiful, wonderful wives. This is the mother of Mr. Abo, this man. Mr. Abo was mentioned in one of the articles of defamation written against the household of Baba Lene. And in the article, they said this beautiful woman, who is the mother of Mr. Abu Lene, that she confessed to the blogger or to the father of the blogger or to the generation of the blogger or to the employer of the blogger that Baba Lene is not the legitimate father to Mr. Abu Lene, a 60-year-old man. You brought that up to defame the mother and to defame the, just because you are so angry against the household of Baba Lene, you want to tarnish everything that has to do with him. If you are that blogger and you can see this video, hear me clearly. Hear me clearly. This woman is dragging you to court. Get ready. I remember you said in the article that you have evidences to prove that Mr. Abu Lene is not a legitimate son to Baba Lene. What a dirty thing you are talking about. Who hired you? And based on our investigation, Kabiyesi, Oba Frederick Akinrutan, the Olugbo of Igbo, the bloggers, the author of those articles also link to you, sir. They said they work for you. I said in the last show, sir, you need to really come out and defend your integrity. If an article was written to defame Baba Lene, who was a father to you, sir, and the authors are not just doing it, they did not just come from the blues. These are the people who are in some committees that are under your leadership, and they accused the innocent woman, saying she was not faithful with her lovely husband, and you talk to an elderly man to say his dad was not his legitimate one. It is disturbing. Who hired you, blogger, to do that? This is one of the fatal mistakes of your life. I pray you will recover, because you should be ready for what you will see. Gather your evidences together and please get one of the best lawyers for this evil you have done, to tarnish the image of our father who lived his life for the people, for his church, for his community, Baba Lene, and you started destroying things that he built with all his life. You now went so far to say this woman did this. Is one of the craziest things. Again, this was linked to Oba Akinrutan. And this will lead me, sir. This will lead me to talking about all other articles. We still see articles being distributed. And let me say this. We are tracking the authors and the owners of these blogs. And sir, Kabiyesi, they said they are working on instruction. If this is not true, the articles must be brought down. We must get official letter of apology that we will tell the public that, okay, they just said this. We can somehow appeal them. We will talk to Baba Lene's children to please not further, to that innocent woman, to please not go further to raise the issue again. But we need this to be put in place with full orderliness, not behind closed doors and other stuff. Openly, since you are circulating this evil, then you have to reverse it. But because You might actually want to still stand to say, no. We are ready to do more. I give you kudos. Let's ride. Let's ride. That said, also as part of the articles, I also came across some other ones where Babalene students were referred to as Oma Eli. And let me address that. Sir, majorly all these articles center around this Oma Babalene Mubolon Duro Lene, who is presently on the seat of his father. You put him there. All these articles, they all revolve around his personality, demolishing his image, demolishing him. You know, I don't know. Sir, I want to put this to your remembrance, Kabiyesi, and let the public be aware today. The Mobolon Duro Lene you see today, that you read about, they call him drug pushers, they call him this, they call him ex-convict, they call him this. Do you know that this man, Mr. Mobolon Duro Lene, was actually brought up by the Olugbo of Igbo? Yeah. He spent more time with Oba Frederick Akinrutan more than he spent with his own biological late father. I stand to be corrected. Call me to a meeting and let's talk more. I'll be showing, let me show you this photo. You can see this is a long time photo, okay? I hope it's clear enough. You can see Kabiyesi there when he was younger. And right there by his left is Mr. Mobolon Duro Lene. And all those young little angels are the biological children of Oba Frederick Akinrutan. They are men now, they are grown-ups now, okay? Now, to let you know that he spent most of his lives with him. You see, you know, it's part of our culture. Someone can live. I didn't grow up under the shelter of my own biological parents. My aunt brought me up and her husband. Okay, so at the age of 6, I left my parents. I totally left at the age of 6. I was taken out at the age of 4 first. Then by 6, I was just out of my parents' shelter, and I was brought up by my foster parents. So we do that it's part of our culture in Yoruba land or in Ilaje, you know. Parents bring her up. The same thing was what happened to Mr. Mobolon Duro Lene. Oba Frederick Akinrutan was instrumental to his traveling abroad. And when he came back finally, after the death of his dad, he was also instrumental. And he went straight to a place that he calls his home. The house of Oba Frederick Akinrutan was a home to Mr. Mobolon Duro Lene more than the home of his biological parents. It's allowed. It's okay, because Oba Frederick himself was like a son to Babalene, a very close son to Babalene, though not a biological son. They were siblings, so he related with him as his own biological son. So there's nothing wrong having one of the children of Babalene calling him dad. And that was the relationship between Mr. Mobolon Duro Lene and Oba Frederick Akinrutan. Sir, he was your son. What happened between both of you that you are determined to destroy him with all the articles flying up and down? This man was linked to you. Will I conclude to say you weren't a good father to him? That is why he went through the crisis. He has gone through a lot, I understand. And we won't kill him for that. There are periods of our past that were messy. You probably had a messy past. If you're present, you have resolved with yourself and with people, and you are determined to, you know, put things in order. Glory be to God. The Bible says, even God himself, he says, even though your sin is as red as scarlet, it shall be white as snow. If it is as red as crimson, it shall be white as wool. That is, no matter how bad you are, come to the Lord, he will embrace you as a loving father. You remember the parable of the prodigal son. So, Mr. Moborodro Lene was a son to you. Did you intentionally give him this kind of background and you are determined to destroy him now? This is a major parental concern. You were a father to him. You were instrumental to his going abroad. Thank God for you. He went abroad there. He had issues. You were instrumental to his coming back. When he came back, he visited you. He was in your house as a son, even a grown-up. You accepted him. Kudos to you as a father. You gave him a job almost immediately. You made him the manager of the Obat company. That was commendable. In addition to that, you probably compensated him with the position of his dad. Sir, you know you placed him in the position of his dad. Did you have intention, hidden agenda doing this to your son? Mr. Moborodro Lene, what has it done to you that people are on rampage, they are let loose like wild animal, ready to consume him? Someone who called you father, someone who called you dad. If you think he has misbehaved as a son, you can call him to order if you are a good dad. Or was there any intention to use your son to destroy your own dad's heritage, Baba Lene's? What is going on? Clarify issues to the public. Your names are being driven to the mud with these cases. I have 1,001 cases I'll be bringing to the public, sir. These are just the minor ones. We are starting with these minor ones. So what is it? What is it between you and someone who called you son? So the moment he finished from Manual College, then he was handed over to you as a son. He was close to you. He loved you as a father. And I believe you loved him. You went so far to make sure his schools abroad. Fantastic. But were there hidden agendas behind these good gestures? Why was it that it was when his father died, okay, you were instrumental about his coming home, you gave him a job in order for him to recover from past crisis? Then why are you running after him now? Using people to talk about his past, the one he did, the one he didn't do, and referring to Lene's children as the only one who had issues that is making these bloggers working. They said they're working for you, sir. That is making these bloggers to talk, to backlash, to blackmail, and to defame Baba Lene. The only child was brought up by you. That is a parental question. How many of other children again? Why are you saying Baba Lene's children are Oma Eli? In those articles, sir, if you didn't give them this information, these bloggers will face the law. And if they are insisting that out there, because a lot of them are linked to a committee that works under you, sir. This information must be corrected, retrieved from public domain, retrieved from the cyberspace, and articles of apology to the household of our late King of Zion, founder of Zion and ABE-UGBONLA, Baba Lene, should be in circulation to replace that defamation. You call Oma Baba Lene Oma Eli. This is disturbing. Sir, Oma Baba Lene ngani eka biological father ngani. With what we are beginning to point out now, with the demolition here and there, with the oppression here and there, Omaeli Bawo. Omaeli Bawo. We want corrections, or else we go deeper than this. Let me see what our reactions are. Disturbing things. Disturbing things. Yes, another comment saying This is coming from Mr. Joshua Adesimbo Ogunfeyimi. Senior Kerubu Olajide Baba Olu was a professional carpenter to Baba Lene. They are beginning to talk about the death. You see, when people are good, even when they die, their good outlives them. It is just normal. It's a life's principle. Now, this is someone talking about Ibaolu, Senior Kerubu Olajide. Iba was a professional carpenter to Baba Lene. All the big boats carried goods to Warri, Lagos were constructed by this man from Igbobini. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? And is this what we did to? I feel like crying right now. Is this what we did to this man? Is this how we allowed him to die? Kabesi, Frederick, Akinrutan, you have questions. Answer. We have questions. You have questions to answer. This is the thing done to these innocent people who lived their life this way. I have another comment coming from Oluwagbemi Gajulo. Okay. So much. Enjoy your program. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's from Malaysia. Thank you so much. Another question coming from Mr. Yinka Leke says, permit me to ask again, how long will it take you? Please go relevant authority informed about the cruelty of the king. Be on the lookout. Watch out, please. Sincerely, watch out. Don't be in a hurry. We are digging out the graves. Bones are coming out. Evidences. Is serious. Okay. Yes, Mr. Adeshola's son, is disturbing. If you hear about what is going on, you don't cry. I don't know what happens to your heart. This is what innocent people have gone through. So, Oba Frederick Akinrutan Kabiyesi, the mobile draw you guys are defaming all around was your son, or is still your son. Was it that, I don't understand, was it that you really wanted to use him to destroy his father's house? What is the intention behind that? Why are you now running about to destroy him? Leave him alone. Sir, leave him alone or clarify issues. Come to the public, clarify issues. You brought him up. You were instrumental to his education, to his going abroad, coming back after you say he had issues. What did you do to him? Why is it that the only child among Baba Lene's children that was closest to you, that was a child to you, that was your own son, was the one that went through this crisis? Baba Lene had many sons and daughters. Why is it that he's the one? Can I just conclude to say the people connected to you must have issues? Why? The one in ABE-UGBONLA that was connected to you too. Jomi Faironraye, Jomi Gbaitanraye, Jomi say Segu, Otola for church, connected to you, sir. Connected to you. And now you're running after the Molobondro, you now generalize to say, oh, my Baba Lene, and you now use a single person you brought up as a father to him, you now use to drive home the conclusion that Baba Lene was a bad father. He wasn't. Sons and daughters of Baba Lene may not be as rich as you are. Sir, they are not begging in the streets. They are doing so well. In the fear of the Lord, I get in touch with them. That said, let me quickly go to the next point. Let me put Kabiyesi there. All right, the next disturbing incident that has happened was when you report or alleged that robbers raided your apartment in Ibadan. Oba Frederick Akinrutan actually is resident in the city of Ibadan, in Oyo State. When he became king, basically, of course, automatically his palace, the place of rulership, the home of rulership of the Olugbo is is the Igbo, De Igbo Ganga. So I believe whether he comes, he goes, I'm not so sure how he lives and other stuff. Now, also after the death of Baba Lene, you reported that some young boys raided your house in Ibadan. And after that incident, you sent mobs, armed people, to come to UGBONLA, and they arrested the major elders in UGBONLA. They arrested all of them. And do you know what the accusation was? That they came to his house in Ibadan from UGBONLA, old people, to rob his house. I know that people who are hearing me right now will say this cannot be true because it shouldn't be true. But fortunately, it happened. Under your nose, based on your instructions, these aged people were taken to the stress of their life. You wanted them to regret ever serving God, ever following Baba Lene. They stayed in prison while Baba Lene's sons were running up and down, and other people who were concerned running up and down and all those stuff. You know, you took them through. I don't want to go deeper than this, but I'll continue. But the point I'm making is this. It was alleged that a group of young men raided your house in Ibadan. And you came to UGBONLA to arrest elderly people. Can we link this together? Can we link this together? Sorry, I also have people sending me documents. Okay? I have people sending me documents. All right? So, how is that? This is serious. And these are the events that actually led to what you have today as UGBONLA. For safety, people deserted the place. People fled for their dear lives. Because they may sleep today, they won't be sure when next armed men are coming to deal with them. Apart from arresting these 15 elderly people, let me tell you, there was a time they also came. Thugs entered UGBONLA. Hoodlums entered UGBONLA, beating people with koboko and all those things. The elders were beaten so much, many of them did not recover till they died. UGBONLA, headmaster UGBONLA, then it was after the beating, all these people were coming in under the instruction, acting on the instruction of the Olugbo of Igbo. I don't know. This is disturbing. I'm calling the federal government of Nigeria. I'm calling everybody who is privileged to see this video. That oppression going on in Ilaje is massive. People are dying. People have died. And people are still dying. They are not sure of their safety. And the people that are still there, they are the people that don't have anywhere else to go because that place is their home. Oba Frederick Akinrutan is determined to empty that land of people. I don't get it. Sir, this might be alleged. So these people came and fikoboko pa nga babangaye. Afikoboko pa nga babangaye. Principal Igbola ngbaye, baba yen survive. Few weeks later, maybe they are like voodoo kobokos. That and apart from that big voodoo, elderly people, when you beat them, these people have put curses upon themselves. They have put curses upon themselves. And do you know what? We also have a living testimony. Baba Demu Agun, the chief security officer to Baba Lene. To the glory of God, Baba is still alive today. When Baba was beaten, Baba went into trauma. He went into health distress. Unfortunately, he lost his two sides. As I'm talking to you today, Baba Demo Agun, the chief security officer to Baba Lene, is blind. Is blind. This is linked to the instruction and the activities of Oba Frederick Akinrutan. This is heartbroken. We can't continue like this. Apart from stopping the evil and all those things, there has to be corrections. There has to be restitutions. There has to be compensation. There has to be repentance. There has to be legal documentation to rectify the evils done to the works of a man who lived for the masses and the people. We won't just leave it that way. We aren't starting yet. I'm giving you the promise. So this is number 4 disturbing incident that has happened. Is that my number 4? Oh, this is serious. This is serious. This is serious. It is serious. You probably don't know. I will bring a lot to your hearing. A lot. I have documents here. I for legal paper of Iwele. In your own name. Okay. I'm checking my going to make sure I think I will have to stop here today. I will have to stop here today. Now, we don't just want to talk about problems without talking about solutions and expectations. Okay? We will not be adding to the solution that we desire if we just talk about the evils, the problems. Now, I'm requesting on behalf of myself, on behalf of the good-hearted people of the community of ABE-UGBONLA and the UGBONLA and the Zion members worldwide, or anyone that is supportive to Baba Lene's legacy, Kabiesi Frederick Oba Akinrutan. 1, all the articles circulated to destroy the image of Baba Lene, to destroy the image of your son, Mobolondro Lene, someone you brought up and you taught. I'm requesting that all these articles will be withdrawn from cyberspace because they are all lies. And the ones that you think are true and those writers, those authors are very proud to bring them out. All of them are linked to you. If there is anything, in fact, be ye Mobola Ondrole Nebagana ye Oyejiwa Biro Mare no worry, Kabisi. Oyejiwa Biro Mare no worry. Oyejiwa Biro Mare no worry. Awakaleka Kiri Amishe Dedire. So no, that's number 1. Withdraw all those articles. And every blog where those articles were posted, there should be another blog to correct these silly mistakes. This defamation. If those articles does not include that the son of Baba Lene who behaves like Eli according to the sons of Eli, according to you, was brought up by you, will you have your character in him? And now you are cutting him off to destroy him independently and all those stuff. When he came, what did you tell him about his brothers and his sisters? He wasn't in good terms with them, if not, later on. Who poisoned his heart? Who misled him? And now today, I don't know what he has done wrong to you. You are determined to destroy him. You aren't a good father. Kabesi, sorry. I'm saying a bad car. Sorry to say, sir. On the Omatenga, imagine pé on the Yabi, Jan bring up. What did Dagbata? How decide pé after investing on him, character, resources, and everything, you now want to destroy him yourself. Ah, Shedada. And nice, Rara. Kabesi. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. Now, but Kabesi, if you are not involved with these articles, these guys, we've tracked them. We know where they work. Call them to order. Let's sense. Let them have sense. Let them receive sense. Whether it's overnight or anyhow, let them receive sense. And let them put things in order. And apologize to all Baba Lene's children for calling them sons of Eli. Children of Eli. It is evil. It is evil. So all these articles should be brought down immediately, or else we will dig this thing so deep. So deep issues, sir. You will come. Everything will continue. The nation will dig them so deep. Nobody will be able to cover it up. Embassies should even have all these documents. People are running abroad to seek asylum for safety from abusive leaders. The same abusive leaders shouldn't be allowed to go to those nations if they are properly and officially informed. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this today. I love you all. I don't know how else to appreciate you for contributing your quota. Let me see if I have more comments to read out from you. Do so on YouTube. Oh, I see people on YouTube, but I don't see any comments yet. Okay. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I can see the likes. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for helping people to speak up for the safety of the coming generation. See that young man who is saying that we can't even go home and lead dating abroad. Apart from retrieving this document again, we'll continue from there. Church ABE-4. Kabesi, Mr. Akimosu, Ajimosu, Zacchaeus, Jiang fun instruction, Jiang for church. So boya boba to court. I don't know. I put it, but church in Ajigbade Kosao. Hey, my God. All right. So let me see if I have more response from you guys. You guys are just wonderful. Thank you for being active. Thank you for being. I see the old man is a disgrace to Elijah people. I don't know. Yeah, that's so now. Prince Fola Obert, interesting. Yes, it's interesting. That's it. We have a lot of things coming up. We have more. We've not started. If we do this in the next 50 episodes, we won't exhaust what we have document. Paper, everything. We won't exhaust it. The tears of people. Oh. All right, so Omabeta says I was in Igbobini last November. The state in which I saw the area was the same way I left it so many years ago. My parents took me home. No development, nothing. The richest Obas are from Elijah, and yet no single development. Okay. Yes, Elijah people are really angry. Yes, they are. And if they talk, just like our first caller said, they will go and carry them. See, we are tracking, we are getting in touch with people. We are getting everything. Anybody that coughs, Baba scratch anybody. We will blow it open like any. Baba scratch anybody like this. Because you guys have influence, you have money, you have locking up people, you know, and all those things. And very soon I will be bringing the former Oba of Igbo. Of Ugbo, the former Oba of Ugbo, the former Olugbo of Igbo. By God's grace, the man has gone through a lot. He has lost wives, lost kids in all this crisis. But he's resolute, and that is beautiful. I pray for protection of God for him and the rest of his kids. People that have gone through serious oppression from the hands of the powerfuls. Ọlọ́run á gbé ìjà ọmọ aláìní bàbá o. If you are very familiar with your Bible, the way God talks about the fatherless and the widows, it's as if every law in Israel in those days was just beneficiary to this category of people. And the Bible says true religion is being nice to the widows and the fatherless. But in our own community, our fatherless and widows here, or widowers, destroy. It's a curse. It's a curse. A curse that no anointed man of God can reverse until people come out and confess and stop and do all those things. ABE-UGBONLA, yes, so very wonderful man. Very, very wonderful man. All right. Mr. Magnus Israel says, what is Ondo State government doing about this? My brother, you know, when people that are supposed to do something are not doing it, people like us that have no name, people like you that is even connected and helping us to spread this, at least we have to stand on behalf of the people. They live large outside. Ayetoro saw in the last show. See in caution, Ibaye Malokun war, Ile Ayetoro, Angoma. Parents, Bobaringa, they were crying. I wept bitterly. Malokun war, Ile Boatimi Waye Po Oba Ilaje. Ha! So we don't know what they are doing. You know, when money is speaking, a lot of people are quiet. Okay? But the unfortunate thing they don't know is that a lot of people bring curses on them and the generations unborn for covering evil over bloodshed. These are deep things. Read your Bible in the Old Testament. The covenant, anything that has to do with blood is serious. And again, I believe our man should use his position to drive Elijah to a higher place. Most, especially Igbo kingdom. Now, what we face is sea surge. Is there any secret between our man and Duro? I'm confused. I'm confused too. But remember I told you, the Mr. Mobolo Duro Lene that you see today that they are trying to destroy with their articles, so that calling the son of Eli and all those things was brought up by this same Oba Frederick Akinrutan Omar Ngujeni ekaje biological kinene bare yan dare peji train re asoma igba won train re tan jo gbe wa ihun ari re yen still o to fe destroy again. Etin agbo many I hear Mr. Leke Yinka saying, God bless the president. Thank you. Please, madam, tell the world that they should protect us in Ilaje. We need it. We don't worry. There are a lot of things coming in the pipeline. By the time we put all these things up somewhere and we cry to the whole world that it's a state of emergency, what has happened so far in UGBONLA and the things that they are still cooking about to bring up is bigger than, you know, they are big enough for the call of state of emergency upon a nation or community. That is how it is. It's a state of emergency. If we don't do anything about it, if the government does not come to the rescue of the Laje people, of the UGBONLA people, of the ABE people, if they don't come to their rescue, we don't know how many people will remain. And they track people based on who they stand for. Those who stand for Baba Lene are being destroyed. Anyone they cite as standing for Baba Lene, the Mobolo Nduro that they want to arrest today and all those things, he didn't start supporting his father. He didn't come to position supporting his father. I mean, Baba Lene, his biological father. He was living on instructions, I believe, with some of the activities we saw, and now probably he has had encounter wanting to support his household. they are determined to destroy him. It is disturbing. It is highly disturbing. And see, about Lene, I want to encourage you, sir. Evil people have used the spirit of division, instrument of division, to destroy your father's legacy. One major thing you should do, call your brothers and your sisters and put the house of your father in order. It will clean your name from the mud. If I should show you the picture of your father's palace now, Tojure. Call your brothers, have meetings together. I know that you are not living on government or political money, but the little you can do, once the entire community sees that, oh, you are ready to uphold what the enemy is trying to destroy, your father's legacy, they will rally around you. They will support you, and no one will be able to destroy you. Confide in your brothers. They are running around to uphold the image of your dad. Unite with them. Don't let any Pharaoh come. Pharaoh who is determined to destroy you, you will not be destroyed in Jesus' name. A Pharaoh who is determined to destroy you, because now you have understood. You have understood better. And you want to put the house of your dad in order. Call your brothers. They can't kill you. A tree does not make a forest. You may have the support of few, okay? But now, at least I'm aware, it's encouraging that all of you are having meetings together as siblings. This is what is running the enemy mad. That's why they are strategizing. They want to arrest, they want to do this, they want to do that. Please, please, call your brothers, call your sisters. Defend your father's heritage, defend the people. What will your father do if he was alive? Do that and nothing more. You really need to be sensitive. This is for you. Don't dance to the drums of those who are determined to destroy the household of your father. Don't. I know you've gone through a lot. I know they put a lot of things there to destroy you, to demolish your image, to tarnish your image, so that you won't worth anything good to the people that you represent. I understand. But again, call your brothers and sisters. Confide in them. Don't do anything in secret. If you want to conquer the enemy who is looking stronger than you, don't keep unnecessary secrets. I'm telling you. May the God of your father give you wisdom and help you and your siblings to put this in order in Jesus' name. All right, so in the absence of, this is Olua Bemiga Julo Okoro. I asked my mom about Albert. She tells me Albert is not the true king. A lot. I'm still coming up with that. a lot. And this one is saying, this is from Mr. Ogunfeyimi Adelaja saying, I'm hearing this for the first time, okay? Which part of that? Okay, so I don't know yet. Okay, yeah, referring to, okay. So, yes, this is coming from, okay, let me see. I hope we're intact. Okay. And another major disturbing thing, as appetizer, let me give you, is the hatred Obalubo shows towards other tribes. Okay. Ilaje is Ilaje land, but a lot of people. And evidence that a leader is good is the multitude of people getting themselves attracted to him or her from every tribe, the way Baba Lene did. Mr. Ogunfeyimi Adelaja is saying Igbola belongs to all, including Ijo, Apoi, Hausa, Irobo, Ekiti, Akure. Not for Ilaje alone. I second it. That is it. In order to give us the precept to say it's not just about the Ilajes, Baba Lene was like second in command to Baba Jemine was like second in command to Baba Lene on my journey. This is coming from Mr. Joshua Adesimba Ogunfeyimi. When Ondo State government had problems with workers' salaries, Baba Lene gave them money to pay their monthly salary in 1968. No, sir. I need to get this. Are you serious? He was the proprietor of primary schools. And this is what some people are determined to destroy. Sir, I need to personally get in touch with you to hear these details. Let me read it again from Mr. Joshua Adesimba Ogunfeyimi, saying when Ondo State government had problems with workers' salaries, Baba Lene gave them money to pay their monthly salaries in 1968. I was not born then. But Jesus Christ, if that was the case, my God, an individual, this same Baba Lene already dredge or a waterway laje out to other nations, to other communities and other states. A single man. And they determined to destroy a legacy. In my next show, I'll continue. In my next show, I'll be talking about Baba Lene's remains. The incident that links to Ibadan, the property, Asho Baba Lene law. I was told, don't let me go there yet. Deep things are happening, brothers and sisters. Deep things are happening. Okay? This is coming from Mr. Adeshola Sonny. He said, God bless you, mother. Thank you, sir. Kabiyesi Mobolondro should keep to your advice. God will help him and the household of Baba Lene. Amen. And please support him with your prayers. You see, by profession, apart from journalism and media experts, I'm also a mental health counselor, so I know what he should be going through. I know. When he was in the US, when he came back and all those things, I understand. That is why I need you to pray for him, please. Okay? This is a reply from Mr. Oluwadarasimi Williams to Oluwagbemiga Okoro. Historical, he is not entitled to the throne. Everybody actually says this. I should be mentioning it in my next episode. Influence via the wicked ones took him there. That's why he's struggling to retain that position. We should talk about it more. All right, I believe in you guys. Let me call it a day. It's been like almost 2 hours. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Do me a favor. Please share this video and follow this page. You see more things coming up. A lot of heartbreaking things. Let's expose the work of darkness. The Bible says darkness cannot comprehend light, cannot overcome light. No matter how thick a level of darkness is, just light a stick of matches. A stick of matches, it will overcome the darkness around it. So bringing to bear the works of darkness is a starting point to overcome their schemes and need your support for us to keep spreading this. We'll continue next time. Again, thank you so much. Follow the page, like, and God bless you in Jesus' name. Enjoy the rest, part of your day with this music from Debo Ojubwe.
Orí karùn-ún ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ kẹwàá títí dé ìparí kí ló kà? Kíyèsí ẹyẹ kan wà tí orúkọ rẹ̀ a máa ń jẹ́ akoko. Àwọn eléèbó pè é ní woodpecker. A fún ẹyẹ yìí lágbára kan tí ẹyẹ mìíràn kò ní. A máa fi àkó ẹnu rẹ̀ dá ihò sára igi nínú igbó. Bó ti wù kí igi ọ̀hún le tàbí kó tóbi tó. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. Lọ́jọ́ kan ẹ̀wẹ̀, ìgbéraga gùn ún lọ́kàn. Ó gbàgbé pé agbára òun kì í ṣòun lòun ní, pé Olódùmarè ló ní. Ó pé pàdé àwọn ẹyẹ yòókù sì wá. Ó gbéraga ó sì sọ fún wọn, ó ní lọ́jọ́ tí ìyá òun bá kú, òun á fi ẹnu wa hò sínú àpáta, òun á sì sin ìyá òun sínú rẹ̀. Àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra yín, àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra. Òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè, òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè yóò rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe. Ó sì ṣe lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ díẹ̀, ìyá rẹ̀ ṣàìsàn dójú ikú. Ó wá ń bẹ Ọlọ́run kí ìyá òun má ti kú, nítorí pé typhoid fever pàápàá ń ṣe òun lọ́wọ́. Ìbẹ́ sì ti bà ẹnu rẹ̀ jẹ́, tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí kò lè fi àkó ẹnu rẹ̀ dá ewé lu mọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe jàre, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. Kí ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀? Ìyá rẹ̀ kú. Gbogbo àwọn ẹyẹ tí àkókò ti gbéraga lójú rẹ̀ wá fọwọ́ lẹ́rán. Wọ́n fẹ́ wo bóyá fẹ́ sin ìyá rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Ìbẹ́ ti bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́nu, kò lè sin ìyá rẹ̀ sínú igi, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò lè sin sínú àpáta. Ó bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ọjọ́ púpọ̀ kan tó bá sin ìyá rẹ̀ ọ̀hún sínú èèpẹ̀ amọ̀. Àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra yín, àgbéraga ẹ lọ ṣọ́ra. Àbànújẹ́ lọ ṣọ́ra yín, àbànújẹ́ lọ ṣọ́ra. Òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè, òjò ẹ̀san kò ní gbé sókè yóò rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run dàbí òwe o. My people, this world e get as e be. If Elijah man tell you say bí wo ráyé dùn má bójú ẹ̀yìn, that mean to say if you see this world people make you run no look back. Dem set armed robber free, dem carry Jesus go kill. Wo àrètí bára bàjẹ́, wo ọmọ Ọlọ́run lórí igi. Wo àrètí bára bàjẹ́, wo ọmọ Ọlọ́run lórí igi. Ayé àgbẹ̀